Alrighty, guys. Let's just get right into it. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna start off with my man Anvil. So Anvil is this guy right here. Can we move him? Yes, we can. Let's make him bigger for everybody. So this is my boy Anvil. He's a big boy like me. Let's see what we got for him. So he's got the barricade. So he's got that shield that you put down. Now that thing is very glitched. I think they actually did fix it, but it's been glitchy, so I don't know, that kind of took away. He's immune to blinding effects, which I think um, he used to also be um, immune to like grenades and stuff, so that made him really overpowered. But I think they took that away from him, and now it's just blinding, so that's not even that good. His passive is eh. He does have a C4, which C4s in this game are pretty broken, along with a trophy, which is a pretty good setup. His pistol's decent. It's not amazing. He's big boy, like I said, so he does kind of absorb the hits pretty easily. And his perks are pretty good. He's got the armor. He's got the health. He's got what you need for perks. But overall, for my boy Anvil, we put him at C. Main reason he is at C. His ult just really isn't amazing. I mean, it's a shield you can hide behind. You can't shoot through it. It's see through both ways, so it's really not amazing. Yeah, I mean that's about it for him. All right, moving on. We have my boy Chak, my man. I've actually never used him, but my friend who I play with the most has mained him. So he is amazing. Let's just start off with that. So what do I have about him? He has a stim which puts you at, I believe it's either 150 or 175 health when you use it, and it lasts for a couple seconds right when you run into a fight. Pop it right before, and you're gonna have more health than the other player. Um, so his ult is very good. Um, and then also, if you don't use the ult to like how I said, when you get down, you can also use it, and it does revive you. But you only get one use out of that per round, obviously. So it's either you pick the regen, like when you're down, or you push someone with it. Overall, he's very good. You can also roll when you are down with him. Um, his guns are pretty weak, honestly. 13 base. Right when you buy the gun, but it does have 40 bullets, so it's not bad. He has a Semtex, which is not terrible, along with a flash. Semtexes aren't amazing; they're all right. He does have a very good pistol. Yeah, it's the best pistol in the game, in my opinion. And he also has probably the second best perk setup in the game. I just kind of realized something. I meant Jack is A tier. Jack is an A tier. Alright, I said S tier. That was wrong. If it's a redo. Jack is A tier, and I think he's A tier and not S tier because the gun only does 13 base, which means it's only good close range. That's his only downside. Besides that, he's pretty broken. Not gonna lie. Third up, we have Dahlia though. Dahlia, I like Dahlia. I've actually never used her, but when I really looked at her, she is. So she actually costs 20k, unlike the other ops. Well, I guess not ops, rogues. Compared to the normal 15k. But she has this link ability, her ult, which links you with any person on the team. And when you're linked, if you're within 30 meters of that person, you guys can revive each other just back and forth. You can just keep doing it the whole round. It doesn't run out ever. And also, you also get that person's ult. So that is probably one of the best team, um, just one of the best thing in general, ults in general, because you're helping yourself, you're helping the team. I mean, it's pretty good. And then if you take a look at her guns, they're not amazing. 11 body for a 30 round bag for one of her 30 round mag for one of her guns. She also has smokes, which are decent, nades, and she did have very good perks. So I guess her gun really is just the only thing holding her down, but I think her ability really outdoes that. I mean, it's probably the best in the game. Um, so for that reason, she is actually in the S tier, above my man Check. All right, fourth up. Sorry, my man Dallas. I grew up on the game playing him. You know, he's my first ever rogue I picked. Played with him, got Rogue 4, and then I had enough money to buy Phantom, which was my second main. But Dallas, I liked him a lot. But when I really looked into how he is, I sort of realized he's not actually as good as you think. So his ult, let's see here, his ult is a reveal. So you snap your fingers, it reveals the closest person to you, right? But a lot of rogues in this game have the perk where it's only 4,000, so it's very cheap. Um, it makes it so then you can't be revealed. So that just fully takes away his ult, which really kind of limits him. And the issue with it is that his passive is also just when you kill someone or down them, you actually get your ult back. So it really isn't amazing because it's just, I mean, you can counter it, so it's not the best ult. Um, 24 body with his gun on a 20 magazine. It's not that very good because he's got a slow fire rate on the gun. 20 round mags. That's pretty low for an AR, and it's only 24 body, which means a 5 shot. So honestly, guns aren't pretty good, and obviously there's damage fall off with that. The one thing that really put him up, not really put him up, but the one thing that helped him was his perks. His perks are one of the best in the game as well. Very good. He has the EMP, which really I've never really used. It's not amazing. Incendiary is very good. I like the fire. The pistol. It's a very slow revolver, but it's a 3 shot, so it's not terrible. So for that reason, he is actually going to be put. That's my surprise, but he's actually in D. He's just really not like his ult just is counterable, and I don't know. He's just not the best choice. All right, next up, Dima. Now Dima's a good one. Um, I feel like not used a lot, but really not bad for a free character. So let's look at him. He's got the cluster. Obviously, that thing is broken. I mean, oops, flip my mouse over. I mean, you shoot that thing at someone when they're in a corner, really anywhere. As long as it's just not wide open in the open, then you are gonna get a kill with that regardless, or a down at least. Oh, what was his passive? Enemies down, reveal team. Okay, so when you down someone, it shows the team where he is, where that person is, which isn't terrible, but they're already down, so they're not much of a threat to the team. So that's, I mean, yeah, I guess it's good for the finish maybe, but I wouldn't say it's an amazing passive. Um, he's got a 19 body shot on his gun and 30 bullets. That's an AR, so 19 body on an assault rifle is pretty bad. I mean, it's a 6 shot, not including damage fall off if you're further. So that's what really hurt him was his guns, because that's just not amazing. So for that reason, Dima is actually put right with Anvil at C. Let me make him a little bit smaller. So yeah, he's put right at C with Anvil. And that's just because I don't think he's good enough to make the B tier. He's not worse than Dallas, but his guns just really hold him down there, and his ability is good, but really besides that, his passive isn't amazing. His perks. What did I say about his perks? Demon. Perks were good. Perks were good. He did have an EMP, which isn't amazing, and a regular grenade. Regular grenades are pretty good considering he has that cluster, so you get the regular grenade with it. EMPs obviously aren't amazing, but he does have good perks. So that's what put him. He's kind of just an average free player. Not a bad choice. Not a bad choice. Not the best choice. Next up, we have Glitch. Glitch. He's probably one of the least played people in the game, and rightfully so. Um, he is, so his ult is just very annoying. When he does it, anyone near him, basically you can't use your ult, you can't check your map, you can't, like, you don't see how much ammo you have left. You really can't. It's like an EMP. It's like a EMP that lasts longer. So it's not bad. It's just very annoying, but it really doesn't hurt you. The one situation I could see it being good in is if he's in a fight, maybe with a Scorch or something along that line, and he uses it, and then that would mean that the Scorch couldn't use the flames, which could help a lot, or maybe against a Vi or something. But it's just really not amazing, and also he's not a free character. You gotta buy that, so 15,000. I just don't think he's worth that. If we look at the passive, it was alright. It wasn't amazing. I can't remember what it was. Sorry, but he did have a 16 body shot and a 30 shots. That's not terrible for, I believe it was a sub, and his fire rate was really fast on that. So 16 body, 30 shots, fire fast rate. That's pretty good. So the guns are good. I just wouldn't say his ability is amazing. His nades were not good. His perks were which brought him down. And finally, he's, like I said, a bot character, which is what really put him down. I just don't think he's worth the money. So that's why he's gonna go with Dallas in the D tier. And that's not saying that he's terrible. Like, that's not saying that he's bad. It's just there's a lot better people you could buy with the 15,000, in my opinion. Next up, we have Lancer. Now, Lancer has the ability where you are very fast and you are also quiet. Now, her passive, I really like it. I think it's a very interesting passive. So when you roll, you reload your weapon. It's actually very helpful, considering if you are in a fight, you down someone, you roll away, you're reloaded, that person pushes you, I mean, you're reloaded, you're ready for the next fight. So that's actually a very good passive, probably one of the best in the game. Let's see what else I have about her. She has a good pistol. She has a fully automatic pistol. 15 body shot, 24 round mag, not bad. 15 body is pretty low, so that's not amazing. 24 round mag is also pretty low for a sub. I think the fire rate was pretty fast too. She had the Semtex and the smoke. Smokes, I feel like for her playstyle are pretty good when you're flanking and stuff. The Semtex is alright. The perks, that's where this also kind of hurt her. She was not looking good on the perks. She didn't have, her 10Ks just weren't amazing. But besides that, oh, she had the Striker also. The Striker is actually a very good shotgun, I'm not gonna lie. It is like a 2-shot and it's pretty fast shooting, so yeah. So for sure, we were debating between A, B, and C, and we didn't think, I mean, she's definitely better than Anvil and Dima, I would say, but I just don't see her with Jack, so we put it right at the B level, which I think is a pretty good spot for her. Next up, Phantom. Now this is a fun character. So this is who I mained second after I was done maining Dallas. So it was the first character I bought. Definitely worth the purchase. So what's big with Phantom? Everybody knows the sniper. You get the sniper from her. Now the issue I have with the sniper is that it is only a 70 body shot, no matter where you hit her in the body, where you hit that person in the body. So it automatically is a 2-shot if you body someone, but it is a 1-shot headshot, of course. So it does put the skill factor involved, which I like. The ult is not amazing. It does the smoke where if people run through it, it reveals them, but once again, people can counter that if they have the perk, and also it's just not, you can't even see through the smoke or anything if you're her. It's not amazing. It's just, if people don't run in it, you're not going to get revealed. But you could make some decent plays with it. I could see. We have the sticky sensor. That's not amazing. I really don't see anybody use that. Her perks are pretty good though. especially for her. She has the one where it marks people when you hit them, which could be good to make show her they're one shot. We have the fast reload. We have the escaping things. Pretty good perks for her. Her pistol is very bad, which kind of sucks because she has a sniper, so you would hope that they give her a good pistol, but they really don't. It's the 7 bullets, and it does 24 damage, so it's like a 5 shot with 7 bullets. You gotta really hit your shots. Semtex, wait, Semtex? No, she doesn't have a Semtex. There's a regular grenade, sorry. Yeah, so her passive is also pretty good. It damages an enemy. When you damage an enemy, it delays their health regen, so that's pretty good. If you snipe them, you can push them with the pistol, so that actually is pretty good for her. Overall, she's a bot character, so that hurts, but she is one fun character to use, which is why I just couldn't put her that low. I had to go with the B tier. I didn't, and it's just, she's a fun character to use, and at the same time, it's just, like, if you are good with her, you can hit your snipes, you're gonna dominate the game. I could definitely see her being a key rank player. So next up we have Ronin, the alt. I like the alt on her, which is that little sword, not sword, little knife that you can throw, and it sticks on the wall. The issue with it is you can hear it. So if you're walking around and you hear that beep beep beep, like you hear the beeping, you know, oh, there's a Ronin close, you need to be careful. But also, if you do throw it at someone and direct impact them, it is a one shot, so it's pretty good. And I've died to them just walking around plenty of times. Um, she is definitely a good. She definitely has a good passive too, which is the no. They can't see you on the minimap when you're shooting or anything. That's very good. It's good to sneak up on people, and that's good for her playstyle too because she is more of a push up kind of like a aggressive type of playstyle because most people that use her are going to use her sub. She has a good pistol, good fully automatic pistol. Along with her assault rifle is more of an up close assault rifle, along with the sub, obviously, which is going to be an up close weapon. SMG does 15 damage to the body and 30 mag size. Or no, sorry, that's the assault rifle, and the submachine does 12 to the body only. But obviously, she has a pistol and the katana. I think the katana looks nice on there. I gotta mention that. So yeah, overall for Ronin, she's pretty actually damn good because her ult's good, her ult's decent, guns are pretty good. Um, Passive is probably one of the best in the game. Her perks were pretty good too. Um, so yeah, she actually got put up with Chak in the A section. And rightfully so. She's also free, which helps her a lot. I think she might be the best free character in the game. Next up, we have Saint. Saint I made for a little bit as well. I think I'm Mastery 4 with him. He's different based on the player. Some people may like him because, I don't know, it depends on really how you like the scope. I don't mind the scope, but it's not amazing. So his ult obviously is the drone that you can throw once per round. And it will revive anybody on your team that goes down around the map anywhere. So that's pretty good. I don't think the passive was. Let me see what the passive was. It was not good. Yeah, it wasn't good. Um, so that hurt him. The scoped AR, like I said, and it also only does 20 damage, which really isn't good for an assault rifle, especially when it shoots very slow, which it does. It does have 30 bullets, which helps it. And he also has the burst, which some people use, which is a 15 per bullet. So if you hit all three, it does a 45, which isn't terrible, but I've not really been big on the burst. He has a trip mine, which isn't. I wouldn't say the trip mine's ideal. Smoke's alright for him. Perks were amazing. Pistol is very good. The pistol has a 12, 12 bullets, and it has 32 damage per bullet. And I would say Saint is definitely one of the best team players, which actually helped him a lot. And obviously he's free, but being a team player is definitely something everybody needs. So this is why Saint got the, I believe, C. got put with Anvil just because his weapons aren't amazing. His perks are good. His all is good. He's a team player. He's just not. It's hard to play with him. You gotta have a weird play style. Not a weird, but different. Alright, next up, Scorch. This one should be quick. I think literally the best character in the game. It's just my opinion. The sub only does 12 to the body, 30 mags. But you gotta realize if you use your alt, which is the fire, you get it just adds flames to each bullet, and those do 5 damage per. The flames, I mean, they melt. They are disgusting. 1v1 up close, if Scorch pops it, there's nothing you can do. And she's also, her passive is being immune to the fire, which is pretty good because that means that if another Scorch is on you, you can't get hurt. You can't get hurt to your own fire. Any incendiaries thrown at you, you will not get hurt. So obviously I'm going to put her in the S tier since she was one of the best in the game, if not the best. I think she is the best. Anything else? Perks are insane. The perks for her just go so good with her playstyle and just her in general. Pistol is that's the only downside to her. It's just the pistol it's the burst. I mean, sometimes I know people with this. Sometimes it just blanks on me. Shoot some blanks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Alright, we are now down to the final 3, and next up we have my boy Talon. I want to buy him soon. He seems pretty fun to use. So Talon, where did I have him? So I remember we had him. Okay. So Talon, he's got the radar thing. So you shoot the radar, and it has a little circle on your minimap. And if any enemies are in that circle on the minimap, it shows where they are. So it's pretty good. You can see where people are on the minimap. And also his passive is the pickup thing, which is pretty good. You can pick up weapons from across the room. You can pick up the bomb across the room, pick up nades. It's a pretty good passive. Definitely not bad. He has the same gun as Glitch, which Glitch's gun is I think it's, let's see what Glitch's gun was. Glitch's gun was, so 16 body, 30 mags, and ferret chest. So that's actually a pretty good weapon. He has a DMR too, which I don't really like it, but the pistol, he has the same one as Phantom, which is, as we talked about earlier, not very good. His perks they were all right. Some were decent, some shouldn't really be with him. He had the C4, which is very good. But I believe his other thing was not the best. His other flashbang's not terrible, but he gets a B tier. Just cause I don't know. I don't think he's the best. I don't think he's the worst. But he definitely is above average, which is why he's got to be at least B. Alright, next up, this man. He's like the default. He's like when you see a default skin in Fortnite. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna be straight up and say it. I think he is the worst rogue in the game. So his ult is the barbed wire, which really isn't good. You can destroy it pretty easily. You can jump through it pretty easily. His ult isn't good, man. So his passive would carry an additional gadget, which is actually really good. So if you buy 1 grenade, you get 2 out of it, and you can hold 2. Which means you can throw 2 nades around, which is actually pretty fucking broken. But besides that, I mean, he's just not amazing. He's got a 24 body on a 20 round mag gun. So it's a 5-shot on a 20 round mag. Tear gas, really never see people use it. Trophy's alright, but I mean, and then his perks just weren't the best. I mean, and I'm sorry, but Trench is just, he's not the best, man. He's probably the worst in the game, in my opinion. And last but certainly not least, we have Vi. Now, Vi is actually one that I didn't even really know a lot about until tonight. I didn't even really know what until I did research about it. I didn't really know what the alt was, what anything was, how her weapon was, but she's a lot more broken than people realize she is. So she has the poison pools, which she shoots out. I think she might get 2 of those per round. 2 shots of it, I'm not sure. But she shoots them at the ground, and if you stand in on it, not only does it hurt you, but also once your damage goes down from it, whatever your health was at, like your health gets lower. So say you're at 100 health. Let's do this. Say you're at 100 health, and it hits you for 24. So that means you'll be at 76 health remaining, right? Your full health bar will be out of 76 then. So that means that when she hurts you, it's like permanent damage. And not only does that just stay low, but what that will do is actually heal her and put her up to 124 or whatever she hurts for. I think it's up to 125 is the cap. So that's actually very good. Her gun was a 16 body shot and a 25 round mag, which isn't terrible. 16 body's kind of low for 25, but it's alright. She had the tear gas, which is alright. The shotty, I'm not sure how her shotgun is. I'm assuming most people use the other gun, but her shotgun didn't look too bad either. She has the incendiary, and then which is good. Her perks were kind of iffy. But yeah, I think she is one of the best in the game as well, which is why I believe she's an A. Yeah, she's an A tier. She just missed the S because of perks aren't amazing. Yeah. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching that video. Even if you don't watch the game, I would much appreciate a lot of work went into this video, I'm not gonna lie. It took a while to do, and then I had to really break shit down and write a lot of stuff down, and it took a while to do, but hey, we got it up. Thank you guys so much for watching, as always. It's been a pleasure making videos. Thank you guys so much for everything. I'll be live on Twitch as much as I can. Make sure to check it out. Always peace out, baby. Thank you.